Diary, good evening. We are here to test disk D35 in my catalogue. It is the Seagate ST277R drive. Now that's actually very similar to the Seagate ST251 drive, and indeed I don't have an RLL controller, and so I can't realise the full more than 50 megabytes which you would be able to achieve if you had an RLL controller. So attached to the Cremico system, it is right now with an MFM standard double density disk controller, and we can look at the partition table which is already there and just get focus. It is disk info of ST277R, and you'll see that we've got a 6 head disk. It's got 820 cylinders. Of those 820 cylinders between 0 and 819, we've defined 18 alternate tracks, which is 6 times 3. So the last 3 tracks or cylinders, if you like, from 817, 818, 819 are going to be for alternate tracks. And the alternate tracks which we've already defined are here. I'm just going to show you a read all. And I'm pretty confident that and this disk was last tested in 2016, so that's like 6 years ago, but it's been kept very well, and I'm pretty confident that we do the read all, we'll see no changes in its condition. So STD31, and away we go. So we're expected to see some sort of badness here and here. Let's see how we are doing. Cylinder 40. As you know, disks of this time did not have their own defect management, and so the part of the rigmarole was to initialize the hard drive, and then at initialization time you might get some errors, and then I'd do a read all one or more times to check every byte of every sector of every track, coming up to what could be the error. Yep, surface 3 of 139. So in 2016, when this was last tested, I will have found these 2 defects. Now actually on the front of the disk is a much longer defect list, and if you wanted to be super paranoid, you could take their defect list, add it to the defect list I've found, and add the 2 together. But I think that an actual test of what is shown to be an error is a better test than what was seen to be an error when this disk was first made, which, if you can remember, is something like 1990 or thereabouts, maybe earlier. So that was over 30 years ago, and I think we owe it to ourselves to just do a more controlled test. Okay, I'm going to shut up now, and with the wonder of editing, we're going to keep going, and I will see you at the end of this read all. Okay, so we have finished, and I'm absolutely correct that surface 3139 is here, and that's mapped to cylinder 8170, and the next one, which is surface 5 cylinder 354, which is here, is mapped to the next part of the alternate track table, which is here. So yeah, the disk is absolutely fine, it's working great. We've done a read all test on the drive, so we've got 2 surface defect errors, substantially less than what's actually printed on the disk. I'm now just going to do power off of the hard drive and then power it back on again. So just to be nice and safe, we're going to shut down the Cremico system. any voltages jumping through those old boards. Right, so now we're going to power off Mr. Kremenko. And finally the drive will be off. I'll wait a few seconds and power it on so you can hear the power on as well. Powering off in 3, 2, 1. And powering on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the normal Seagate sound. I personally prefer the IBM 0665 startup, but that's just me. Disc is good. Thanks for watching.